And now you're emotionally connected to it and it feels good. It does. It feels good. I'm happy. Sometimes I will just smile and just like, wow, this life is incredible. What am I demonstrating right there in this moment right now? Gratitude. Gratitude over something that isn't physically here. That's the next step. Write that down. So you visualize the wealth, you feel the wealth, and gratitude represents you thankful for the wealth. And wealth can be anything, guys. It can be $100,000, whatever wealth means to you. And now, just so people don't think you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, unless you got a powerful spouse that believe like you two do, you start speaking to each other. Hey, what are we going to do about business this year? Just, why not? It's just you and her. But you want to be cautious. You want to tell somebody who's not even on your level, right? You can't speak that stuff to somebody because they only see the surface. You see what you don't see in the physical. So that's why it's important to do what? Speaking to yourself. Because guess what? The dream and the goal is already there. It's convincing yourself that you're worthy of the dream and the goal. So all the affirmations, all the visualizations, all the feeling, all the speaking in your business is convincing you to believe it. See what I mean with that? All that stuff, all that work, all that inner work is convincing you to believe it. And then something shows up. Say one coach shows up with this new mindset you have. You treat that coach as if it's the 1,000th or the 2,000th coach. Because that's where you want to go. It can't just be another coach. Because then you just lost track. You see how you got to be engaged with that vision? Coach shows up, signs up, you celebrate like you won the lottery. And you start demonstrating to that coach what I'm teaching you. And guess what happens? You train them in that. And they train somebody in that. And they train somebody in it. And a new coach comes, you train that person in that mindset. And before you know it, your team just blew up. And you completely change your whole marketing system. And where did it all generate from? You. So now, as you speak in it, now you're mindful of every word you say starts in action. It starts in action in the universe, but starts in action in your belief system. So now you gotta monitor what you say now. Even if your business physically is struggling, you do not see that. You speak to that business. I'm so glad, wow, we overcame that. So grateful we overcame that. Team is growing, everyone's healthy, everyone's thriving. You gotta speak to that thing. If you look outside here, you see a bunch of trees, right? And all the branches and all the leaves, the most powerful part of that tree is the root. Some of your businesses have been struggling because the root is bad. It's bad because you operated out of the old mindset, through the anchor mindset. And now that you forgave others, forgave yourself, now you build a new tree with a proper root. And the root is what you want. And you walking this thing out in what you don't see physically. You complement it in the physical what you believe for. Because guess what's happening? You're gonna think anyway. You might as well think consciously. Seriously, like break this down. You're gonna think anyway. You're gonna feel anyway. You're gonna speak anyway. You're gonna believe anyway, whether it's negative or positive. So you might as well be conscious of it. And you can't tell me it don't work because we're in our situation we were in because of what we thought, how we felt, what we said, and what we believed. Oh my gosh, you see where I'm going with this. You're gonna do it anyway. So you might as well be conscious at it now. Here's the thing that I think is the most incredible thing. Think of all the things you've accomplished unconsciously. Think about it. Yeah, we got bruises. I got bruises too. We got setbacks. We got failed. I failed so many times, guys. So many times. We're scarred, absolutely, but we're still here. And think about it. Even unconsciously, all the things we went through still didn't take us out. We still didn't lose. Now imagine putting your mind on this now. Like really putting your mind on it. Here's another thing. You're going to get resistance at home and the people closest to you. You know why? Because they only see what's in the physical. They only see you for the old you. So the best way to clean out your house, clean up your home, is you gotta be adamant in this new person. If you got a troubled spouse, you're gonna have to love them as if you just fell in love with them again. You got a troubled kid, you're gonna speak life into that kid. You're gonna treat that kid as if everything is right in your household, because guess what? You have access to a power that they don't even know that they have. So they're living based off of conditions and based on what they're physically seeing. But you understand it now that, wait a minute, this whole business thing in my life is all structured from my mindset. So if you got a troubled spouse, celebrate that. Celebrate that. And it's gonna feel like you're on an island by yourself. Guess what? That's a beautiful place to be. You know why? Because if you're on an island by yourself, you're really not by yourself. You're with yourself. And what better way to develop yourself when you feel like you're on an island by yourself? And most of us are afraid to be alone, whether it's in business or in personal, because you don't know who you are. So it's unfamiliar to you. You're afraid of you. And some of you talk about, I'm afraid. You know what the biggest fear is in all of this? The truth? You want to know what the biggest fear in all of this? The biggest fear in all of this is not money. It's not failure. It's you finding out who you really are. It's just distracted through money and the fear of failure. The number one fear in this world is people not knowing who they are or getting to know who they are. Because that's where everything generates from. That's why Sweetheart was like, I try to be like my boss. I try to be like this person. I try to be like that person. You're going to fail every time. Because you're imitating them. But she wears a shirt that says, unleash the greatness. You see what I'm saying, though? You see the conflict in that? And she's like the no-no now. She believes, she don't believe. She believes, she don't believe. And her emotions are being triggered by it. But all I gotta do is be able to look her right in her face, show her love, help her see her worth, her value right now, regardless of what her imperfections look like in the mirror. Because behind your imperfections is really your perfections. You just don't see it. You know why you don't see it? Because everybody around you will remind you of that. They're gonna remind you of what they see, but you gotta start seeing things and it's not in the physical. You see what's not in the physical anyway. Whatever showed up was invisible at a time, but you was unconscious about it. Why is it that we wear the things that we really possess? She has greatness in her. You just say right there, I am what? Empower, love, inspire. You confess it, you walk in with the confession. You walk with a confession every single day and don't even realize it. And it's your name. Think about what I just said. You tell people your name. You write your name on documents. Look in the mirror and still don't see yourself. There's so many blessings and so many people that's structured in our path right now. They cannot show up unless you change your mindset.